Hello, all my Gemini friends. Welcome to you all's March 20th through 26th week forecast reading. Okay, before we get into the tarot cards, let's hop into these key points on the astrology for this week that I found important and very interesting. Okay, so we have the sun that is transitioning out of Pisces into Aries, okay, which is giving this energy of new life and um new cycles, just newness, okay, new opportunities, new doors opening, just newness, things starting over, right? Ground one type of energy, right? Also with the sun is exalted in the sign of Aries. So definitely there's going to be this exaltation type of energy that's playing out through this week for everybody. And that's going to play out through the remainder of Aries season for everybody, okay? Especially in the qualities and aspects of like the sun, you know what I'm saying, and what the sun stands for. Now, moving on to the moon will start off in Libra and it will end in Aquarius this week. This energy is giving that our emotions is going to be heavily affected by our mind and thoughts, and or vice versa. Also with the moon, the major phase that's going to happen with the moon for this week is the last quarter moon phase in Capricorn, which is giving the energy of releasing things in order to learn lessons and in order to gain um some ground, right? Gain ground in moving forward in our life, and also to gain ground for grounding purposes, okay, and for structure. Lastly, we have Mars. Since we are the sun is entering into Aries, right? Definitely Mars is going to be in Aquarius. So there, Mars represents action, as we all know pretty much already. So the way that our actions is going to be affected, and the way that we're going to be acting this week, is mostly going to be affected by, yet again, our mind and our thoughts, and in a way that is very futuristic, that is very innovative, and slightly rebellious in a way. So yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. We're gonna get three cards from this um Attack on Titans deck, and then we're gonna get three cards from this Illuminati deck. So the three cards coming from this deck, the first card is gonna represent the overall energy for all my Geminis this week. The second card is gonna represent the underlying energy, or basically the why for the overall energy. Here's the card for overall. For all my Geminis. And then the last and third card is going to give us the energy that's driving you all this week. Okay, so let's get, okay, here's the underlying energy. And let's get one more card for the driving energy, or the energy that's driving all my Geminis this week. Okay, there we go. Before we tap into these energies here and those cards, let's go ahead and get these three. The first card is going to represent the protagonist energy, which is talking um, about, and which is basically going to give us how you all can get into the flow and tap into the energy, tap into these major energies for all my Geminis this week. The second card is going to give us the antagonist energy, which is going to show us potential blockages and distractions that will keep you all from these tapping into these major energies of this week. And then the last card and third card is going to give us the advice considering your protagonist and antagonist energies. Okay, so this card right here is going to be you all's protagonist energy. This card, antagonist, and perfectly, this card, advice. Okay, let's go ahead and look into the major energies for all my Geminis this week. The overall energy, ooh, is the Devil card. Don't worry, you guys. He looks scary a little bit, yeah. And the name may be scary, but don't worry. Um, this is actually kind of cool and actually kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie to you. Okay. Now, with the devil coming through as the overall energy for you all this week, there's a lot of temptation and a lot of desire and like lust after certain things this week, right? And what I'm getting is that these are things that you desire, or that may seem to pique you all's interest, right? definitely I can say here that everything that glitter isn't gold, right? So just be mindful and careful with that. But the overall energy is this energy of temptation. Okay. So the underlying energy is the strength card. So this underlying energy placement is basically giving us the why um for the overall energy. So the reason why this overall energy being the devil card for you all this week is coming up is because of this strength card. You all have been having inner strength and to basically um like push forward and push on with certain things for some reason. And I'm getting that you are nearing the end of a cycle. However, there is temptations that's coming through. Possibly what I'm getting here for some reason is like past relationships or past people. You know what I'm saying? Or past opportunities that you all may have felt like you all may have missed out on, but you actually dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm hearing is stay strong and keep pushing. Um, Anything from like past energy that may be coming up this week, don't even give it a second glance. Okay, don't even give it the first glance. Now the the energy that's driving you all this week is the Empress. You all are working on manifesting things that you all truly desire, which is why you know what I'm saying. You all have this inner strength and trying to maintain like some sort of inner peace within yourself or at least inner balance, right? um Even through all these temptations and um desires, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the strength card being here and all this fire down here, and fire represents passion and desire in a way. You all are trying to have inner peace and trying to stay what's the word, just trying to stay in control of you all's emotions, desires, passions, and mind as well. So let's get into these cards down here. You all's protagonist energy. Wow, it's the Sun card. Okay, there's a lot of cards that's coming back up for a lot of different signs. Interesting. We have the Sun card, okay, coming out as the protagonist energy. So the way for you all to tap into these major energies here on this week is to tap into you all's inner child. Become curious. Become more curious than you are already, my beautiful Geminis. Get even more curious. You don't have to be so serious. You know, this week you all can get a little curious this week, especially when it comes down to manifesting or tapping into the energy that you all desire. And definitely with the Sun card coming out, what I'm getting is focusing on you all's happiness, right? And focusing on what you all desire most. The antagonist energy is the King of Pentacles, okay? The King of Pentacles. Real quick, the Devil card is Capricorn energy. Strength card is Leo energy. Empress card is Taurus energy. King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Sun card is Leo energy, okay? Now, definitely with the King of Pentacles coming here as the antagonist or potential blockage for you all this week, it's giving focusing a little bit too much on the material world, right? Um, Kind of get into you all's imagination this week. Getting into you all's imagination, and tapping into you all's inner child is what is going to serve you all the most, and what's gonna keep you from tapping into that devil energy or falling prey to that devil energy, right? Um, Definitely focusing too much on the material world or at least money this week could serve as a blockage. Now, the advice considering the protagonist and antagonist is the Prince of Cups. Definitely listening to you all's intuition and going with how you feel about things, right? Instead of trying to rationalize and instead of trying to be like overly like rational and being too practical about things, tap into you all's intuition a little bit. Okay, have some fun. That's all I'm getting for you all. Love, light, peace, power, and abundance to you all. Ashe, amen, and period. See you, Geminis.